Hey, YouTubers, in my AstaritaArtStudio.com um, webpage, coming to you live today to bring you some stuff, just regular stuff. Let's see, anybody on here to chat? Just go ahead and put your questions there. I like this painting being behind me. I wish, though, that it was more like that. I got to get this situated where it's really more like that. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you about a couple of things. One is um, hold on. I got people asking me stuff and doing all kinds of that in the background. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to just be really happy with the idea of starting some vlogs and posting them to my webpage. Um, this is a vlog. Sounds that word is so funny, isn't it? A video blog, but it sounds funny. Vlog sounds like I'm saying something in another language. You know, what's a vlog? A vlog is a video blog. So anyhow, we're talking about this today. This is my most recent epoxy disaster. And that's what I forgot. I forgot to bring my non-epoxy, um, my non-epoxy disasters. Well, no, my epoxies that did not turn out to be disasters. This is a deep pour epoxy, and I didn't use the correct epoxy, and I not only did I do that, but I really messed up in so many ways with this. And as I was going along, I was like, this ain't going to turn out. I know this ain't going to work. And it wasn't my attitude that didn't make it work. It's just that I knew from experience of working with epoxy for at least 4 or 5 years now, from doing home repairs with epoxy, redoing countertops for people, uh, doing shower installs, um, and of course artwork. I mean, I know better than some of the stuff I was doing as far as epoxies are. So this is, I don't know if you can see that. This is probably a good 4 inches, 4 by 3, I would say. 4 by 3 pour. It originally started out as a great idea. I mean, really brilliant, happy Anthony Astarita art studio inspired, totally wonderful idea. And it turned into what I would call poo poo. Let me see if I can do this real quick. When I do my geometric shapes, sometimes I use tape. This one here is Flight of the Bumblebee. I didn't use tape on it. That's all freehand. But this is there's some that I use tape on to get that nice crisp, sharp edge to some of the shapes. And then there's ones that I don't use tape on, such as the one behind me. I'll show you some others another time. And anyway, I saved the tape. And as I save the tape, I kind of just stick it on top of each other and stick it to the wall. And when I stuck it to the wall, it kind of looked like these abstract pieces. Kind of had a jellyfish type of effect to it. So I got this idea to take the smallest one, which had such personality. That's why I'm kind of pissed off at the result, because this tape, this tape stuff that's going on inside of here had such personality. It was like, man, it just was super duper personality wise. And it had such character. Look, I even have it upside down because you can't see in it very good because of the yellowness, number one. Number two, the horribleness of the bubbles. Number three, the it's you can't even hardly see it because of those two things. The horribleness of the bubbles, the horribleness of the yellowing of the epoxy, just really messed up. And I should have had a deep pour. I used Moss epoxy, and I should have had a deep pour epoxy. And I should have been really patient and did a couple of things different. One, I should have not put. I used a mold um, that I usually make soaps in, and the mold was fine, with the exception that the material doesn't really give you a shine to it. It's a material that kind of keeps things, what do you call it? Dull, a dull, flat finish. And epoxy normally, like the top here, wasn't exposed to the mold. It came out real clear and shiny, but you can't really see the artwork inside it because it has um, bubbles and it has a horrible yellow tint to it. And I was like, man, what the heck is going on? And then I called Moss up, MAS, and they said, Anthony, you got to use deep pour stuff for something like that. And I did originally pour it in layers. I poured in like a quarter of the mold, and then I poured another layer. But I noticed right away this isn't gonna. I mean, even with just that, with a quarter of this, which would be maybe an inch, I could tell it wasn't going to turn out. So, with that said, that deep pour turned into poo poo. However, this is something that I'm working on. This is a new work. There's so many wires and cords. Oh my goodness. This is a new work a new concept and a new work that I'm doing. This is a canvas. Um, it's probably, I don't know, half-inch thick, maybe almost an inch, 3/4, 5/8 of an inch. Anyhow, and you can see the bottom. I put hard foam core in the bottom to keep it sturdy at the top, so that I could do. So that I'm sorry, I don't mean to get so distracted, but do you ever feel like that guy on the? Do you ever feel like that dog on that movie Up? Squirrel. I mean, it's like hello. Okay, so focus. this is this is an 8x8 canvas. I put the foam in the bottom. I set it on a pedestal so that I can pour, and it's kept its integrity and kept its firmness. Number two, this structure is all poured epoxy with paint mixed into it. I did this basically the same way that I did the deep pour. Same mixture. Only thing is I added paint and I poured it in layers into a rubber collapsible funnel. So it made this really cool. It looks to me like a. Well, I'm in the process right now of making another one smaller. I'm gonna put it here, and it's gonna be like crazy eyes kind of looking thing. But anyway, or cuckoo eyes or something. But anyway, it's gonna be. This is a new development in my epoxy series, and um, it's a new concept of three-dimensional hanging art, but they're going to look like eyeballs and stuff. They might look like the the cups from who was that? Vogue? What was it? Vogue, vintage Vogue, Madonna Vogue, Vogue cups. I think that was the first that I think that was the first time I ever seen those. But anyhow, to me, they're really from the side. They might be the Vogue cup, but if you look at it head on, it's more like an eyeball, a real kooky bird eye coming at you three dimensionally. I'm going to put a smaller one right here, and I'm going to have it cockeyed like that because that's pretty cool. I like that shit. So I'm going to do that. And this pour came out incredible. You got a little line of bubbles there, but it don't bother me. I mean, I think conceptually, I think looking at this and just seeing this staring back at you is an accomplishment. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, so that's that one. Now, the video is already 12 minutes long, and this is supposed to be a simple little vlog. I don't want to engage you guys for too long and you get tired out unless you really like me and you want to keep watching. But anyhow, I'm going to cut this one off for right now. I'm really happy to be doing this. I think it's really a great way to get to know you guys and for you guys to get to know me. Have a wonderful day. It is August the 10th. It is a beautiful day outside here in College Park, Florida. A little overcast, but we really need it to be overcast, being that we get 100 and something index on a daily basis. So anyhow, thank you for tuning in. I don't see any questions popping up. No top chats. But that's okay. It's just the beginning. Have a beautiful day. We'll talk again.